officers running it or doing anything with it. I'm gonna let the slide go forward. You should never see it in this condition.
There's been a lot of sightings over many years of what we describe as a Bigfoot-type creature.
On a bright summer afternoon, something enormous walks into frame, turns to the camera, and does the one thing no hoaxer would dare to fake. Across 4 continents, hikers and researchers have aimed their lenses at the same impossible thing. A shape that surfaces in warm stone, in thermal heat, in orange fur where nothing should wear it. A handful of these clips are so strange that even lifelong skeptics have run out of easy explanations. These are the ones that refuse to behave the way a hoax should.
Oh, come on. Right there. I'll put my glasses on. Right there. Holy.
Ah, it's Bigfoot!
That's his name. Oh, crap, I busted.
The 30-year shadow. For almost 3 decades, a researcher known online as Timber Giant Bigfoot has put
A
his entire
researcher
life
called
into
Timber
tracking
Giant
the creature
Bigfoot.
most of the world insists does not exist. Thousands of hours of footage sit in his archive.
Hey, y'all are
Endless
gonna miss
empty forests,
Bigfoot.
false alarms, sounds with no source. Out of all of it, only about 5 minutes are believed to hold anything close to real evidence. And most of that came from a single afternoon. On September 15, 2013, he was moving through the forests of southern Ontario when a sharp, repeated knocking stopped him cold. Stone striking stone. It is a sound many researchers associate with Sasquatch, a deliberate signal echoing through the trees. He followed it. Roughly 100 feet away, half swallowed by shadow, something reddish-brown shifted into view. With the naked eye, he could barely make it out. A smear of darkness that refused to hold still. Through the camera screen, it was unmistakable. A shape that photographed almost rust-colored, ducking and rising behind the tree line, as though it knew exactly how far away to stay. Slipping back the instant the lens found it. It moved, vanished, then reappeared a few yards on. And then, without a single branch stirring, it was gone. When he finally reached the spot where it had been standing, the stone was still sitting in the dirt. He claims it was warm to the touch, resting exactly where something had been smashing it against the ground moments before. For a man who had spent his whole adult life waiting for a moment like this,
Everybody
it
knows
should have been the answer.
Bigfoot
Instead,
smash
he
rocks
only deepened
together
the question.
and they smash
The
tree
first to make
branches
each clip that
against
followed
trees.
stranger and harder to explain than the last. The figure that wouldn't wear orange. In late October 2020, the Rocky Mountain Sasquatch Organization received a
The
clip from
Rocky
Road
Mountain
King in Utah.
Sasquatch Organization.
According to the witness, he and his son were driving through a popular rifle hunting area when a dark figure caught their attention, moving steadily along a creek bed below the road. At first, it looked like another hunter, but something refused to add up. During active rifle season, hunters are legally required to wear a certain amount of blaze orange, and this figure was covered head to toe in brown.
1 second you're tucking them in,
Well, it's clearly Bigfoot.
your heart's racing.
There was somewhere to be, so the pair kept driving. Curiosity has a way of pulling people back, and a few days later, they returned, this time with members of the Rocky Mountain team. Using a 6-foot, 200-pound man standing in the same spot as a reference, they tried to reverse engineer the figure's size. Their rough math put it somewhere between 7 and 8 feet tall and nearly twice as wide as the man used to measure it. Something that broad, moving through open country in the middle of hunting season, without a scrap of orange, does not slot neatly into any ordinary explanation. That build, that impossible
Unless it's somebody in a
surfaces
costume.
again and again in the strangest of these encounters. Not just tall, wrong-shaped, too broad to be a person in a suit.
Y'all are
too
missing
difficult to be a bear.
Bigfoot.
The couple who almost drove past it. Some of the most talked about Sasquatch footage came not from researchers, but from people who simply stopped at the wrong turnout at the right time. On August 8th, 2013, a couple named Bill and Wendy were driving home
Bill and
from part
Wendy.
of coastal Canada When
They have
Williams
no
suggested
last
a quick
names.
hike, about 200 feet into the woods, roughly 100 feet ahead, a large hairy figure stood among the trees. Bill's first instinct was the one nearly everyone has: bear. Something rooting around for food. Then came the head, not rounded the way a bear's is, but blocky and bulky on heavy shoulders. The longer it stood there, the less it resembled any animal he could name. The moment it moved off, so did they. Not every clip even comes with a witness. A few seconds of hunting cam footage from deep in the Ontario wilderness shows a large hairy shape half concealed behind a cluster of trees. Long enough to argue over, too brief to settle, the kind of thing that could be a Sasquatch or simply a bear scratching its back against a trunk. When there is just enough to see and never quite enough to know, the imagination does the rest. The ones on record. Not every witness is an anonymous username. Some arrived at these encounters carrying credentials that make the footage harder to wave away. In 1994,
official
a former
Bigfoot
US
credentials.
Forest Service patrolman